And to details, President Abdel Fattah ElSissi received a phone call from his American counterpart Donald Trump. Presidential spokesman Ambassador Bassam Radi said that the two leaders exchanged views on the latest developments of several regional issues of mutual concern. In this context, Trump stressed the importance of fruitful partnership and cooperation between the United States and Egypt in achieving security and stability in the Middle East. For his part, President ElSissi expressed his gratitude and appreciation for Trump's efforts in enhancing bilateral ties. The head of state also stressed Egypt's continued efforts for boosting strategic ties between the two countries in a way that serves the interest of the two peoples. Egyptian expats continued on Friday printing their ballot papers for the runoff of the second stage of the country's House of Representatives elections ahead of sending them by mail to embassies. Up to 42 individual seats were secured during the first round. Also, 142 seats reserved for candidates running under the party list system were decided during the first round. The runoffs round includes constituencies of 13 governorates. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs called on Egyptians abroad who have previously registered to log onto the official website of the National Elections Authority on the 3rd and 4th of December. Egyptian diplomatic missions around the world are set to receive mail-in ballots over a period of 3 days until December 7th. Egypt participated in the United Nations General Assembly meeting on the coronavirus pandemic. Addressing the meeting, Foreign Minister Sameh Shoukry said that Egypt took unprecedented measures in handling the virus crisis and reducing the intensity of its repercussions on the healthy, social and economic fronts. Shoukry reiterated Egypt's backing for the United Nations organizations in combating the pandemic, adding that the country was keen on launching a number of important initiatives to coordinate international efforts for facing COVID-19 and its economic impact. The foreign minister noted that Egypt calls on the international community to support developing countries by providing them with economic stimulus packages to help them cope with the economic fallout of the virus. Egypt's top diplomat also asserted the developing countries' right in obtaining coronavirus vaccines being a commodity of public benefit and hailed the World Health Organization efforts for granting the right of equal distribution to any proposed vaccines or remedies to the coronavirus. Egypt's coronavirus cure cases rose to 103,082 after 133 patients left quarantine hospitals on Thursday. Reviewing the daily tally on the virus casualties in Egypt, the health ministry reported 432 new infections and 19 new deaths. The figure brings the total number of infected people to 117,156 and fatalities to 6,713.
Welcome back. Minister of Electricity and Renewable Energy Engineer Mohammed Shaker Al-Marqabi on Friday asserted that Egypt managed to take a number of reform procedures in the energy sector in the framework of the country's newly set strategy to secure sustainable supplies and rationalize consumption. Addressing the first virtual Africa-UK forum on renewable energy, cited eliminating the phenomena of repetitive electric power blackout and achieving an electric power reserve among the most important accomplishments of Egypt's reforms in this field. Shaker also mentioned the procedures that Egypt took to boost the participation of the private sector in national electricity and power projects. Minister of Planning and Economic Development Dr. Hala Saeed reiterated on Friday the appreciation for the United Nations over backing Egypt's economic reform program and government's efforts for combating the coronavirus pandemic while pressing ahead with the Sustainable Development Agenda for the year 2030. The minister made these remarks as she met the resident coordinator for the UN in Cairo, Richard Dex, on the end of his mandate in Egypt. She hailed the steady progress of the 2018 to 2022 Strategic Partnership Program between Egypt and the UN, which is based on key 4 axes: comprehensive economic development, social justice, sustainable environmental development, and women empowerment. The top UN official, meanwhile, praised the fruitful cooperation with Egypt as he witnessed in person since he started working in the country in 2017.